Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers host slimmed down NCAA tournament star to pre-draft workout. The Los Angeles Lakers are putting in work ahead of the NBA draft and appear to have at least moderate interest in a 2024 NCAA tournament star who is flying under the radar. The dynamic DJ Burns Jr. led the NC State Wolfpack on an improbable run to the ACC Tournament Championship, which earned them a number 11 seed in the 68-team field last March. Burns and company then joyously stomped their way to a Final Four appearance before the Magic finally ran out against Purdue. The Boilermakers dropped the Wolfpack by 13 points in that game, though that is next to nothing compared to the 45 pounds Burns said he's lost since on the strength of 5 a.m. workouts 4 days weekly, per Shams Charania of The Athletic and FanDuel TV. Burns, who ESPN lists as 6 feet, 9 inches tall and a hard-to-believe it's only 275 pounds, did not participate in the NBA Combine, which is by invitation. However, the Lakers recently hosted him to a pre-draft workout, according to 247 Sports Pack Pride. During his tryout in LA, Burns was able to show off his new physique and highlight his skills as a professional prospect. The former Wolfpack star confirmed with Pack Pride earlier this week that he flew out for a pre-draft workout with the Lakers as one of several trips he plans to make prior to the 2024 NBA draft, Corey Smith wrote on May 22. Burns is a versatile scorer and a good passer, particularly for a big man who will play the forward spot if his career continues at the next level. He finished regular season play with solid averages of 12.9 points, 4 rebounds, and 2.9 assists. However, with the Wolfpack's collective back against the wall and the lights at their brightest, Burns upped his game in tournament play. He captured MVP awards for both the ACC tournament and the South region of the NCAA tournament, as his numbers jumped to 15.9 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per night across 10 postseason contests. However, despite his unusual size and statistical production during basketball's most magical time of the year, Burns' biggest draw was perhaps a combination between his gregarious on-court personality and the fun-loving nature with which he plays the game. Not only did he effectively involve his teammates, but took obvious joy in both their success as well as his own. Burns is 23 years old, and his age and history of carrying a significant amount of extra weight are likely to work against him as he competes to be one of the 60 players selected in the draft. That he doesn't have three-point range and could battle athletic deficiencies against some of the better big men in the NBA won't do him any favors either. But, that said, the Lakers clearly see something within Burns that makes him worthy of a pre-summer workout. And if the NC State big man can continue slimming down and shaping up, there's no telling how high he could climb in a draft class universally considered one of the weakest in recent memory. Lakers rival predicted to land Bronny James as LeBron's decision looms. The Los Angeles Lakers are waiting to see what LeBron James' future holds, but the team could lose his son Bronny James to longtime rival Boston Celtics. ESPN's Jonathan Givony and Jeremy Woo offered an interesting prediction in their May 22, 2024 NBA mock draft, projecting Bronny will be selected by the Celtics at number 54. All this comes as LeBron could opt out of the final season of a 2-year, $99 million contract. If LeBron opts out, the superstar will be a free agent on June 30, free to agree to terms with any team. It just so happens this will be days after the NBA draft concludes on June 27. This opens up the possibility of LeBron following his son in free agency, an idea Clutch Sports has tried to downplay. This scenario presents an interesting dilemma for James as the star has been adamant about despising the Celtics. Boston also does not have cap space to be able to sign James to more than a minimum deal. Under this far-fetched scenario of Bronny and LeBron teaming up for the Celtics, Boston would likely need to orchestrate a sign-and trade with their Hollywood nemesis. "I still hate Boston," LeBron said in September 2022, per CBS News. "Don't get that twisted. We all hate Boston here. Bronny's agent Rich Paul may face a dilemma as LeBron has been vocal about his desire to play with his son. Bronny does not seem to share the same passion on joining forces. Well, LeBron said he wanted to play with his son, Rich told Bleacher Report's Chris Haynes in a May 24 interview. Bronny can't do anything about that. And that's nothing we should push back on. If he wants to play with his son, that's that. But again, I have a job to do representing Bronny and LeBron. LeBron season's over. I'm focused on Bronny and the rest of our draft class. The Lakers remain one possibility where Bronny and LeBron could share the court together. LeBron could either re-sign with Los Angeles or play out the final season of his deal. ESPN's Jamal Collier reported that the Lakers have shown continued interest in Bronny. Los Angeles holds the number 17 and number 55 picks in the 2024 NBA Draft. The Lakers have shown continued interest in James as the rest of the league becomes aware of what LA has been scouting for some time, a source said. Collier detailed in a May 17 story titled, How Bronny James Improved His Draft Stock at the NBA Combine. The Athletic's Shams Charania reported that the Lakers and Phoenix Suns are two of just a few teams Bronny will work out with prior to the draft. As for the Celtics' projection, there is no word yet on whether Bronny will work out for Boston. Rich told Bleacher Report that Bronny has a wide range of landing spots, from number 20 to potentially going undrafted. The Phoenix Suns will conduct a workout with Bronny James ahead of the June NBA Draft, sources say. Shams detailed in a May 24 message on X. Phoenix has the 22nd pick and he is among several players in consideration. Bronny has over 10 workout invites, but is expected to only visit a few teams, including Lakers and Suns. Rich Paul calls LeBron James a free agent, but stops short of confirming he will decline player option. LeBron James is notoriously quiet about his free agency decisions before July arrives. In 2010 and 2014, he took meetings starting on July 1 and made his choices deeper into the month without offering any public hints. In 2018, he said nothing publicly, only releasing a statement on July 1 that he had chosen to join the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, for the first time since then, he can become an unrestricted free agent and potentially join a new team thanks to a $51.4 million player option with the Lakers. James has, yet again, remained quiet on his plans for the offseason, but notably, his agent, Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul, appeared on the TNT Alt-cast for Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals and referred to James as a free agent. Notably, at the end of the video, Paul stops short of confirming that James will indeed opt out of the final year of his Lakers contract. When Chris Haynes presses him on that, Paul replies, "Chris, you know I don't do my business over the air, man." He went on to elaborate by saying that James' situation is still up in the air. "I don't know what he's gonna do. We're gonna do what we do every year. We're gonna evaluate the situation and we're gonna make the best decision." So what does all of this mean? Obviously, these two notions are somewhat opposed. If James is, indeed, a free agent, it means that he will decline that option. Perhaps it was a slip by Paul, or, more likely, it was an allusion to the reality that the mere possibility of James becoming a free agent means he is currently treating himself like one. Essentially, that means he is considering his options at the moment. Returning to the Lakers is obviously one of them. Finding a new team would be as well, though Paul obviously would not state that directly. Notably, however, he said in a Friday interview with Haynes that the Lakers' focus should probably be more so on Anthony Davis than LeBron at this point. Davis is under contract with the Lakers for 4 more seasons after signing an extension last offseason. James is eligible to sign for only 3 years in total, either by opting in and extending for 2 more years for a total of roughly $164 million, or opting out and signing a new 3-year deal for roughly $162 million, which would also allow him to add a no-trade clause. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of LeBron James? Leave your opinion in the comments.